A cruise is supposed to be relaxing, but sometimes things go very, very wrong. From nightmare cabins to cruise itinerary changes, here are the absolute worst things that can ruin your cruise and how to make sure they don't happen to you. 1. Getting seasick. Nothing can ruin a cruise faster than seasickness. One minute you're ready to hit the pool deck, the next you're curled up in your cabin, wondering if the ship will ever stop rocking. Once it hits, it's hard to shake, and it can turn your dream trip into days of pure misery. The good news? You can fight back before it starts. Book a midship cabin where the motion is gentler, and take anti-seasickness meds before the waves get rough. Trust me, prevention is way better than trying to recover mid-voyage. 2. Missing the ship. One of the biggest cruise nightmares? Missing the ship. Whether it's because your flight was delayed or you just didn't get back on time after a shore excursion, it's stressful and costly. If you miss the ship, your best bet is to catch up at the next port. But that's not a guarantee, and it's a huge hassle. To avoid this, always fly in the day before your cruise, and consider booking shore excursions through the cruise line so they'll wait for you if you're late. If you go solo, give yourself plenty of extra time to get back on board. 3. Packing your passport in your checked luggage. This rookie mistake can ruin your cruise before it even starts. When you arrive at the port, the porters take your checked luggage right away so it can be loaded onto the ship. If your passport is inside that bag, you're in trouble. You can't check in without it. Suddenly, you're stuck tracking down your luggage while everyone else is already boarding. The fix is simple. Always keep your passport and travel documents in your carry-on so they never leave your sight. 4. Getting the stomach flu. Nothing wrecks a cruise faster than the stomach flu, also known as norovirus. It causes nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach cramps, and fever. And the worst part? It's super contagious and can hang out on surfaces for days. Imagine being stuck feeling awful for 3 days on a ship. Total nightmare. The good news? You can fight it by washing your hands really well and often. Soap and water, not just hand sanitizer. Cruise lines know this too, which is why they've added hand-washing stations everywhere, especially at the buffet. So, wash up and keep the virus at bay. 5. Forgetting to bring your prescription medication. Forgetting your medication can quickly turn a dream cruise into a major disaster, especially if it's something you have to take daily. I learned this the hard way when I forgot my son's EpiPen for his nut allergy. Being stuck on a ship without it was seriously scary. Sure, the adult EpiPen version is easy to find, but my son needs the lower-dose EpiPen Jr., which was really tough to track down. Moral of the story? Double-check your meds before you go, including any emergency prescriptions. It's one thing you definitely don't want to leave behind. 6. Damaged stateroom. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes your cabin can have serious issues, like a massive leak. I experienced this firsthand when water started pouring down from the ceiling, making the room completely unlivable. We had to stand in a long line at guest services with other passengers just to get a new room. My kids ended up sleeping in a relative's cabin because we had nowhere else to go that night. It was stressful and totally ruined our evening. Definitely not how you want to spend your cruise vacation. 7. Traveling with an expired passport. Don't let an expired passport ruin your cruise. Cruise lines usually require your passport to be valid for at least 6 months after your trip. If your passport is expired or close to expiring, they can actually deny you boarding. And trust me, that's the last thing you want at the dock. So before you pack, double-check your passport's expiration date and renew it if needed. It's a simple step that can save you a lot of hassle. 8. Booking a flight too early on disembarkation day. Don't make the mistake of booking a super early flight on the day you get off the cruise. Just because the ship docks at 6 a.m. doesn't mean you'll be off and out the door right away. It can take hours to disembark, grab your luggage, clear customs, and get a taxi or shuttle to the airport. To avoid a mad rush or worse, missing your flight, book something later in the afternoon or early evening. Give yourself plenty of buffer time to travel stress-free. 9. Change in cruise itinerary. Sometimes your cruise ship will skip ports or change the itinerary last minute because of bad weather or other unexpected issues. It's disappointing, especially if you've been dreaming about visiting that port, only to find out you're not going there after all. While it's frustrating, remember it's usually for your safety. Still, it can definitely ruin your cruise. 10. Having a medical emergency. A medical emergency can easily ruin your vacation, and it's more common than you might think. I've been on cruises where they had to airlift passengers off the ship because of serious health issues. It's scary and stressful, but the best way to protect yourself is to have good travel insurance. That way, you won't be stuck with huge medical bills if something happens. 11. Having noisy neighbors. Nothing ruins a cruise faster than noisy neighbors. Loud music, kids running in the hall, doors slamming late at night. If you're sensitive to noise, this can seriously mess with your sleep and ruin your whole day. To avoid this, when you book your cabin, choose a spot away from busy areas like under the dining rooms or above theaters, casinos, and lounges. A quiet cabin makes all the difference. 12th. Booking a shore excursion at every port. A cruise is supposed to be relaxing, not a non-stop marathon. It's tempting to book a shore excursion at every port, but trust me, that can quickly wear you out. Excursions usually start early and last all day, leaving you exhausted. Give yourself some downtime and explore a few ports on your own at a slower pace. You'll enjoy your cruise way more. 13. Losing your luggage. Losing your luggage is one of the quickest ways to ruin a cruise vacation. It's stressful trying to track down your bags. Not exactly the start you want for your trip. To avoid this headache, put AirTags on your luggage so you always know where it is. 14. Getting sunburned. Nothing ruins a cruise faster than a bad sunburn. The sun, especially in the Caribbean, is way stronger than you think. Make sure to slather on sunscreen and reapply often throughout the day. And don't forget to pack some aloe gel to soothe your skin if you do get burned. Stay protected so you can enjoy your vacation pain-free. 15th. No clothes to wear on disembarkation day. Cruise ships will ask you to leave your checked luggage outside your cabin the night before you disembark. This means you won't be able to access your luggage until you reach the port. You need to plan ahead. Pack a carry-on bag with everything you need for the last night and the next morning. This includes clothes, toiletries, passports, travel documents, and medication. You don't want to end up wearing your pajamas off the ship. 16. Having food allergy reactions. A food allergy reaction on a cruise can turn your vacation into a stressful, scary experience. If you have allergies, always let the cruise staff know. Tell your server about your allergy so they can prepare your meals safely, avoiding any cross-contamination. For example, my son has a nut allergy, so every night the maitre d' gives us the next day's menu and takes his special order. Cruise lines take allergies seriously and will often prepare your food separately to keep you safe. 17. Losing your passport. Losing your passport can easily ruin your cruise vacation. Without it, you could get stuck at customs or even miss ports, and getting a replacement means dealing with consulates and paperwork. My best advice? Make photocopies of your passport and important IDs before you go. Having those copies makes the whole replacement process way smoother if you lose the original. 18. Getting quarantined. In today's world, getting quarantined on your cruise is a real possibility. If there's a big outbreak on board, local authorities might require passengers to stay locked in their cabins, meaning no going ashore or exploring. It's not fun and can seriously put a damper on your vacation. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe for more cruise and vacation videos like this. Thanks for watching.